We're Don and Ardi Roberts, Inver Grove Heights. Been involved with FCA since in the 70s when Don started a huddle group at Simley High School. First attempt at starting it, no one came. I think when he retired from Simley, we had the largest high school huddle. They met in our basement and there could be 80 kids just packed in there. Been out running errands the morning of April 28th. When I went in to sit down by him and said, "How's your game coming?" he couldn't answer me. So he had had a stroke at that time with no symptoms ahead of time at all. So kind of a life-changing experience instantly.
Instantly is right.
But he's come back a long ways. As one doctor told him, "I have no doubt you will be golfing again." So since Don had his stroke in April, the end of April, we went to a rehab center, and one of the directors usually gets there about 8 in the morning. But when she went back to her office after seeing Don, she said to herself, "I know that man."
And I was looking through his chart trying to figure out how I knew him. And he looked so familiar and the name was so familiar. It dawned on me that he was the Fellowship of Christian Athletes coach when I was in high school. I told him how I had been trying to figure out how I knew him, how he looked familiar, if he knew my dad. And I said, "You are Mr. Roberts. You were my Fellowship of Christian Athletes coach in high school. And you are the reason I'm a Christian." I told him, I said, "I have to thank you. You've changed my whole life. I just want you to know that I turned out okay and that I'm still a Christian. I'm married to a Christian, and that the events that he took me to as an athlete in high school changed my whole life." I feel good that I've been able to thank him and to let his family know what an impact, because I know the sacrifice they made, time, money, and how I admire his strength. You know, we all will, in heaven get that thank you. But I think to know along the way that you made a difference in people's life, I think it's important, and I owe him a big thank you, and his family.
That's a camp story that didn't come out probably for 30 years, but shows how it changed someone's life.
We'll make a good couple.
Yeah, she talks and he listens. A good couple, yeah. And everybody'd say, "That hasn't changed a bit." Right.